Right, Jay, thank you. Members of the Florida Board of Education are going the extra mile to protect your children.
Yeah, board is now working on a plan to create a safety and security task force to help keep your child safe in schools. WTXL ABC 27's Brittany Jones was at a workshop with those state education leaders earlier today. She joins us now live in the newsroom with much more. Brittany.
Well, one thing I can tell you, those tragedies have put educators all across the state of Florida on high alert, and they're ready to do something about it. Coming up with a master plan. That's the goal of Florida State Board of Education, efforting to make schools safer, an issue a father like Paul Hackenberry says is critical.
It troubles me as a parent and a grandparent that the violence now has escalated to and involved our schools and our school children.
The board is now working on a plan to create a task force composed of superintendents, law enforcement, and educators to come up with the best plan to keep children safe and secure in schools.
We're addressing this because we do need to address this. Our kids are vulnerable.
Like Barbara Fangold, board members are taking this issue very seriously. The new task force will be charged with developing a security training program, limiting public access to schools, and new evacuation procedures. Hackenberry says those changes are much needed and could be inexpensive.
I would just hope that that's done in a diligent, cost-effective manner so that the results are effective in enhancing the security.
And while the focus is on security and safety, some say you can't talk about those two without mentioning mental illness.
There has to be more support for mental illness. I think that the state is doing a good job trying to help us, trying not to cut our budget, but it's still very necessary for more support.
Now, I did ask Paul Hackenberry how fast does he think the board should move to make these changes. He said yesterday the Education Commissioner is expected to draft a plan of action and present it to the board at the next meeting. I'm live in the newsroom. Brittany Jones, WTXL, ABC 27, dedicated to you.
Brittany, thank you.